And there's your buddy, Pam.
Okay, we're live. Hi there.
Whoa.
Oh God, it's attacking you.
No, he heard Pam. See there? Yeah.
Oh, it looks, mine says that I have 0 people watching. But hello, grasshopper, trash cat, and trees. 2, I'm not sure who else is in here. 2, trash cat, I think that's it. Those Heads Aquatics, hello. How are you doing? Just a second here. Hi, Ed, and hi, Bob.
Hi.
Hi, Pam. Hey, look,Yway's here. And Zoltan's here. And Spaghetti's here. And Trash Cat.
Kitty, Nona, hello.
You know what? I need to turn this fan off because it's blowing too cold.
Oh, I got a fan on too, but it's not blowing cold. I wish it was. Are you sharing with the bird, Bob?
Yeah. I just put his on the fridge so he'd go up there.
What is it?
Deluxe mixed nuts.
Now, will that type of bird also eat bugs?
I don't.
Like a cricket or one of your hissing roaches?
I don't know.
Is it a carnivore of any type?
Yeah, he loves some boiled chicken.
Ooh. That's close to borderline cannibal.
He loves chicken and rice. Yeah. Favorite. Making a mess everywhere.
Hello. I think Blackie's going to be here pretty soon.
What about Sarah?
I don't know about Sarah. I don't know.
Ed, I should get a pig leg, and next fish swap we have, get an eye patch and pig leg and take him with me. Go as a pirate.
Awesome. We should have a booth and sell waters for $1.
Yeah.
Or
Oh yeah.
too. Hell, we could sell pops for $1 and make out.
Yep.
That was crazy. $3 a pop, and then they originally put me on a waiting list. And
For what?
they're like, okay, we still have all these sandwiches to make. And I was like, oh, I thought it was just a bottle of pop. And they were like, yeah, I guess we could just do that. After I paid for it. So then they walked over to the counter, opened their refrigerator, and handed me the pop. But they were going to make me sit and wait for all those sandwiches to be made.
Wow.
Crazy.
There at the swap. At the swap, you mean?
Yeah. I think they were just being overwhelmed. They ran out of bread. They sold so much stuff. It was probably the busiest they'd ever been in their lives.
It was busy there, that's for sure.
Okay, so what are you going to work on tonight, Ed?
I am going to start off by making a batfish out of clay.
A bat?
So right now I'm just getting the clay warm and flexible in my hand right now because it's always so stiff when you first pull it out of the bag.
There's lots of good material there, but I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to behave. Yeah.
So the girls down at the Ark have this pool, and they bet to see what's going to be the next animal that Bob's going to adopt.
Right.
And I wonder if anybody else wants in on it.
That could be kind of fun.
Yeah. It's like a death pool, but instead it's a life pool.
Yep. That's not a bad fundraiser idea.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, if somebody put enough money up, would you buy a chimpanzee?
No. I saw where one of those took a lady's friend's face off.
Happy birthday,
Yeah, but it wasn't
TJ.
her face.
That's true.
Whose birthday?
It's TJ's birthday.
That's awesome.
Happy birthday, TJ.
Now, what does TJ stand for, unless he doesn't want to say?
I'm not going to say.
Tim Jones.
Stands for the girl.
TJ is a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, TJ. I always thought you were a boy. Then maybe it's...
There are
It
three.
is her initials, but you'll never,
Johnson.
ever guess. So
Oh, maybe it's Tawala Johnson.
Tijuana Jane. Mess.
Sultan's Aquatics, hello.
Y'all want to see my new fish?
Yeah.
Says
Hey, Brewster's
Sultan's
here.
Aquatics needs 4 more subs to get 200. And
Wait, who needs some?
Sultan's Aquatics. So I'm going to see if I can go in there right now and add 1 sub.
It's a
I
trap.
just subbed. I subbed and I rang the bell. It looks like he's got a dragon puffer as his main image.
Nice.
Wait, that's my
And then
puffer.
on his a bunch of platies at the top.
I'm subscribed and ring the bell. That should be 200 right there.
So let's try to get him to 300.
No.
That was easy.
Oh, and I see Blackie.
Okay.
Hello,
Hey.
hello.
Dr.
How
Black.
are we?
How are things in Australia?
Oh, not too bad, I guess. Nice and warming up and still nice and chilly at night. It's lovely.
I have a friend who lives in Southern California, I believe. Vic, he comes in here sometimes. And they had like a hurricane hit there. And he was showing me the warnings for flash floods and all that stuff. So I think it's like not very common.
Well, an earthquake too. Today.
They had an
In
earthquake
Australia?
too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
In
thought she said
California.
in California.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think she did.
California, they had a hurricane hit.
They probably don't have earthquakes in Australia.
Yeah, there's been a few in my lifetime, just not anywhere near me.
Wow.
The last one I can remember down here was in Newcastle, which is about 600 kilometers south of here.
I remember hearing about
Now,
that one. That one
Is
was
Australia
bad.
one plate or is it two?
I think there is 2 overlapping ones, but yeah, cannot confirm nor deny accurately. G'day,
Like
Huawei.
the lower 48 is 2 plates. I know that.
They've
Sterlo,
been
g'day,
saying since
Squeezer.
I was a kid that the Portland area is due for a big, major earthquake, but it hasn't happened yet. But
Oh, that's
they've
been
been saying
200
that
years.
since I grew up there many, many years ago.
Pam, will
If
you
it
blow
does,
me up?
it'll be bad, but it hasn't hit yet.
Hey,
Pam,
Trash Cat, Jenny Lynn, everyone else in the chat.
if you'll blow
What,
me
Rob?
up, I'll show you these fish I'd started to.
Yes, I will blow you up.
First,
That's pretty.
I had the 4 little discus, and there's one of them.
Aw, it looks like a leaf in the middle. It's like there's so many fish in this tank near me.
That's because they're all down here wanting me to feed them.
You think that knife fish is gonna eat it at night?
No, it would have already eaten it, I'm sure. And I think it
Well, there's
probably.
one missing.
Huh? Yeah.
There's one missing.
Well, the one that died, I left in the corner that night so the giraffe cats could eat it, and it's gone.
Oh, they're so
Tropical
cool.
Storm Hillary is in Southern California, and we've been put in a state of emergency by the governor.
There's those striped barbs I got from Rob.
Oh, strike that direction.
Yes.
That is interesting.
How big do they get?
4.7 inches.
G'day, Dan.
There were 5 of those, and there
Oh,
are
hello.
4.
Yes, happy birthday, TJ.
There was a guy selling cichlids there called the Cichlid Man, and he had some really pretty geophagus for $25 a piece.
I looked at that. I also looked at that datnoid he had. Let's see.
Oh, I didn't see that.
What else? What else? One of those discus was staying down here, but I don't see it.
G'day, Kiwi. Just getting on it.
Huh. I also got 3.
You got better eyes than me, Blackie. I was looking for Kiwi and it took me a minute to find her.
I know that I got 5 of those striped barbs from him, but I only see 4. 1, 2, 3. I love how they're tight schoolers. Now I only see 3. I guess they're not sticking together sometimes. But yeah, those will be really cool in there with the big barbs. Anyway.
They get like 4 inches.
4.7. Almost
Okay.
5 inches.
How
There's
big are
one.
they now? There's another one there on the bottom.
Yeah, that's why I was looking over there. And there's the 5th one. There, that one there is 2 inches. Well, that pacu's 14 inches, so that gives you an idea. They're little. Little guys. He's wanted to be hand-fed some bloodworms. We always start all the art streams this way, right? I really was just interested in seeing if there were 2 discos left, but I'm only seeing 1. But there's a lot of places to hide in here. And maybe when I feed them, I'll see more of them. But yeah, I never saw those striped barbs before in the hobby. For $7.99, I think, a piece.
Wow.
I'll take them all. There were 5 of them.
They're pretty.
Yeah,
They'll be really pretty when they get big.
exactly. And he had them schooling with. There's 2 more of them. He had them schooling with his. What are the barbs? They're a barb that gets long that are real popular in the hobby.
Flagtail.
No, good guess though. But
Denison?
anyway, yes, that's it, Ed. Ed, you were there and saw him, didn't you?
I don't know. Probably.
Yep.
I was there yesterday.
Yep. I'd like to get some more snake skins. I've only got 2 of those. Well, I don't see that other little discus anywhere. Actually, there should be 2 somewhere. And that guy moved out. He went somewhere. Oh well.
Well, it's kind of like.
I think I see 2 of them.
Only it's like no
Nope.
body.
Never mind.
Good news. If you don't see a dead body, it's good news, right?
There he comes.
Oh, there he
back.
is.
Yeah.
The Grommies just took his spot for a minute.
Yeah.
That's what Grommies will do.
All right. I'm tired of fooling with them. Thank you, Pam. Hey, Blackie.
Hi.
So I'm just making it out of this 1 block of clay. Pulling it all out.
What's
I'm
it
going
going
to try
to
to make
become?
it look like that.
Ah, yeah, those
Oh,
things are
wow.
wild.
Those are so pretty. I've always loved those. They aren't as pretty when they get big, but man, when they're young, they're really gorgeous. If they stayed that way, I'd set up a tank just for them. Hey, Mojo.
G'day, Mojo.
Jojo. It's probably just Mojo, but I added to Jojo.
Actually, the middle name is. Whoa. I can't do it as well as you, Ed. Not nearly.
What's that? Work on the clay?
No, whoa.
Whoa.
There
Whoa.
That's what Ed says as soon as he gets in the truck with me.
Is that to slow you down?
Yep.
I just
Yep.
have to remind him that there's other people parked in the parking lot.
That's it.
Whoa, Bob. Whoa.
It's silly, isn't it? It's silly, isn't it? Let's see.
You could call Bob Wilbur and it'd be perfect.
Whoa.
Wilbur.
Oh, and you have to be old to understand that one.
No, you don't.
Like
Gee.
me.
Thanks
Huh?
a lot.
You don't have to be old to know that one. I think we still had reruns of that, of Mr. Ed in the 80s when I was a kid.
Oh, really? Well,
Oh, yeah. That's when I watched it.
Yes, there was a few of those old shows that kept going back around and around and around.
There used to be a network, TV Land or something, that's all they showed was all the reruns, the old ones. Let's see what's going on in the chat.
Nick at Night, maybe?
Huawei says, Ed, Bob has a cripple tag. That's a license to drive like a maniac.
That's it.
Keep trying to talk my mom into getting one of those handicapped tags.
She won't get one.
She won't. She's like, well, I just prefer it if you guys just drop me off, like me or my sister, drop her off at the front door. And it's like, yeah, we could do that. But then when you come out, you could just walk to the car because it'd be really close.
Right.
Yeah,
Instead of having to stand and wait for me to drive up.
Yeah, they're very handy to have.
And my mom, her legs just get worse and worse all the time. I have to get her a cart a lot of times for her to walk with. The push cart, or they call them buggies down here.
Yeah.
She loves it, having a buggy.
You know, when I got those striped barb at Rob's store, there was a young lady I hadn't met. She's very helpful and knowledgeable. She asked me if I needed a bag for the barbs. They were in like a gallon-sized bag, or maybe bigger than a gallon. And I said, "Oh yeah, I don't want to see it. I don't want them to see my driving." She laughed. I said, seriously, I don't want them to see my driving."
She was wearing a Nirvana shirt when I came in.
She was wearing it again today.
Both girls were wearing concert shirts or band shirts.
There was just one
I
there
was like,
today.
you guys should work at Glad Rags or something.
What did you think about him having a ball python in there?
You had a snake in there?
You didn't see it?
Oh, Evie, hello.
Mm-mm.
It's over right beside the coral tank, that big coral tank in the front.
Yeah.
It's just, you just walk around it and it's right there. It's actually like a 60-gallon, I'm guessing 60 or 75-gallon tub, plastic tub, and it's got wire over the top of it weighted down, and you go over and look down in it, and there's a snake in there, plants and stuff.
Wow. I really liked his new Hex tank.
Yeah. That was in my video today. I did a live stream there, and it had all that. They decided they diagnosed it online.
Is it bacteria?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, I think it's, because he said, I can't figure out what type of algae this is. And I said, I think it's bacteria. I don't think it's algae.
I told him I'd just burn the whole thing.
Well, it's getting in his whole system. He's got it in other tanks.
Yeah, he showed me the one in the other room that he had put some tetracycline in, and it was better. So, and Patty tried to get me to bring a sample home since I liked it so well. Patty's always got my best interest at heart, you know it.
She really is a caring person.
She is. Are you doing artistic stuff, Dr. Black?
I've got a book here, but it's closed at the moment.
Same.
I've been doing very little drawing of late.
Same. Worm's demanding all my attention lately. What if I did, I'm not going to say any names, but I used to know somebody that would draw outlines, like shadows or outlines of drawings. And I guess that was supposed to be art. If I did that, would that be counted, Pam?
Oh, Chris.
Well, Ed, I wasn't going to say names in case Pam went off on it. I'm teasing. Trash cat. Well, hey, Cody.
Hey, what was that called? Tracing?
Well, how is tracing art? I guess I'm not bashing him. I'm just like, so we used to do that when we were kids, just trace things, but then there's this machine you can get too, and they say that the great masters use things like that to trace things that they really didn't sit down and draw. The masters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw something like that one time where they had like a mirror set up that would like project the image onto their canvas in the old days.
Yeah, I've been in one of those. They brought one out to the college. It was like supposed to be the first photographer or first cameras you actually walked into. And I think projected it upside down, and then they would trace the image.
That sounds really interesting. I would love to have seen something like that.
I hope you didn't go nude, Ed.
What?
I hope you didn't pose nude.
No, well, no.
People do a lot of stuff in their younger days, and then they regret it. Hey, Divine. Marilyn Monroe did that. She posed nude in her
The problem now is, so
I don't think she regretted it.
at all.
She made a lot of money.
Whereas when we were kids, you could get away with doing stuff.
I'm no Marilyn.
Now it's like everything gets recorded. There's always someone nearby.
I thought Bob meant was I nude when I was tracing my picture in the walk-in camera.
No, were they tracing you nude?
Oh my gosh. That'd be a pretty long time to stand around and do nothing.
Right. I don't know if Marilyn regretted it, but I regretted it for her. Hey, Sarah.
Not me. I appreciated it for her.
Well, I did too, but I was ambiguous about it. What we were. What's Sarah up to, Blackie?
She's working today.
Scopes? I've never heard of scopes. That's interesting.
Yazi's feeling better. I guess you can hear. Yazi, come and say hi to Pam. Yazi, come here. Come on, there he is. A rare appearance. Wow. There he is. It's a rare appearance these days. Yeah. Ed's on there too, your favorite.
Yazzie!
He's got it on the cat he's chasing.
His eyeballs look good.
Yeah, the right one. The one over there on the camera. The one that's got the crud under it. That's the one he's blind in now.
I was afraid it would look really gross.
Sometimes it does. So far, he's managed to keep it in his head, haven't you, boy? Haven't you? His cats need your attention. There's Princess. Yeah. Is that it? Is that all you got? What are they doing on there? Yazzie still has his picture you did of him, Pam.
Cool.
Marilyn Monroe got points for having a thing with the president back in the day. I thought I thought when she sang "Happy Birthday" to him a cappella, that should have made it on the charts, but it didn't.
Certainly got viewed a lot around the world.
It did. It got millions and billions and billions of views. And one of the Kardashians wore that dress, recently.
How did they fit into it?
I think they had to temporarily customize it. I think it was Kim. I'm not sure which one
They
it
probably
was.
just. Did they ever turn around in it?
They left the back open. They left the ass open. I had to say
Yeah,
it.
so she could fit in it. Oh,
It might have been the young one. What's her name? I don't know. I don't keep up with them.
Kylie,
Kylie.
the only pretty one of them all.
Yeah. I don't know. I think what's his name's kind of pretty, or what's her name?
Bruce.
Bruce's new name. His girl name.
Trying to remember. Caitlin.
Caitlin. Good job.
Far out for someone who doesn't like the Kardashians at all. I've got all the info on them, isn't it?
I know.
Good to have the ammo.
Cody was talking about having his grandfather used to make signs, and he's got his brushes and some of this shot brand paint, which reminded me of one time when one of my kids won a poster contest where they did some art, and then they made a billboard out of it, and she won. So I'm going to show you guys that really quick.
Oh,
Because it was kind of awesome.
Is your microwave like 3 feet away from your face, Pam?
What's that?
Is your microphone about 3 feet away from your face?
No. Am I talking too soft?
Maybe. You sound all right now.
I'm having a hard time hearing her, but I thought it was just me.
Anyway, yeah.
It's probably just me.
That lady looks a lot like the character. What was her name? Margaret or?
Margaret Thatcher?
Yeah, that's the one. Where she lets her hair down.
I don't know, but I know that like to take this picture, I pulled up and had a cigarette and took the picture for a billboard for her.
Right.
Yeah, it's funny that it's a anti-tobacco ad and she's got a big pipe in her mouth.
What? You got to blow something.
I think Ed just got you demonetized. We'll see. Worm's badgering Yazzie in his old age.
I'm just jealous.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She's badgering Yazzie in her old age. She'll go off on her.
You're in my spot. What are you doing?
They were boyfriend and girlfriend.
No, they're not. Yazzie can't stand her.
Oh.
She's obnoxious. She's got obnoxious personality disorder. She's poking my hand and he's growling real low at her. Something's wrong with her, isn't there, Yazzie? Something's wrong with her, isn't there?
Bob, did you see that funny video I sent to you?
I
With
didn't
the
ever
one dog that.
No, I couldn't find it. You said I just sent you a video and I couldn't find it.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
What did you send it on?
Instagrams.
I'll go back and look for it.
Okay, so the lady's saying, "Who did this mess?" Fuck, he is mad that he got ratted out.
Yeah, yeah.
She said, "Who did this mess?" And the dog goes, "Bob did," or whatever his name is. He's like, "You are such a jerk, rat."
Whoa! Oh goodness, sorry about that.
It was just a reel, so those aren't monetized.
Worm, he's wanting you to leave him alone. There's Pam. Yeah. There she is.
Poor little worm.
Oh, poor little worm.
Worm's just misunderstood.
See what she's doing.
You would too if your name was Worm.
See what she's doing. Tell her, Yazzie, to get the hell off us. She keeps poking me. See her there? Get the hell off.
Hey, do they have earthworms down in Australia?
Yep. Big ones.
I saw the biggest one I've ever seen. I guess it was a night crawler, but it was in the middle of the day at the Ark. We were coming around the block from walking the dogs, and I thought it was a little snake. It was huge. It probably didn't
Maybe
last.
it was one of the Australians.
Probably.
Are you allowed to sneak Australian worms out?
Don't know. Probably not.
So hard to sneak anything in and out of your country.
Oh, Blackie, I found another one of those plants like Sarah wanted to know what I had in my corn snake bin. Well, they had two, but one was dead. But I got the one that was alive at Walmart. And I'll show you what it is. And you can tell her. I could send a picture of it in the private chat thing, but where did I put it? Here we go. I made sure it had a tag on it. Have to turn it around, I guess. That's the care instructions.
The care instructions.
Dracaena. Can you see the name of it?
No, it's not on the screen.
It's not. How about now?
Almost. It's just out of focus though.
It's Dracaena. Hey, Yazzie. G-O-D. Maybe I'll just take the tag out and take it back with me. And I'll look through there and look at it. Pam's got me blown up.
Yes, it did.
It's
Yeah,
too
let's
dark.
look.
Here, I'll hold it up. I'll stick it up my nose. Wow.
Dracaena circulosa, Florida beauty.
It's Dracaena. No. Wow, it won't focus.
Put your hand behind it. Oh, you don't have a spare hand, do you?
No.
Try putting your hand behind it and see if that focuses more on it.
Mr. Burkett, we already talked about that.
You could put a dog behind it.
Here, I've got it now, maybe. Does that do it?
No. Just head back towards your face more. Yeah, no, I think the writing's too small to be in focus. Does it start with
Yeah.
P?
I'll just take a picture of it and send it. I can spell it too, I think. It's
It's awesome.
Godseffiana. Dracaena Godseffinia or something like that. From the Canary Islands. I like medium light. And my friends call me Florida Beauty.
My friends called me that. I think I'd give them a funny look.
I'll try to get focused.
I think they called it Circulosa because Godseffiana is too hard to say.
It works for me.
Quite pretty. It doesn't even really look like a Dracaena until you get riding close to the stem.
It really doesn't. No. Trash Cat says, Blackie, how is the pup?
Pup's going good, thanks, TC. Full of beans 1 minute, then full of sleep the next. Switches on and off very rapidly.
We have those invasive worms, Sketty Nona Sarah.
Where's Cat at? I don't know. Cat has been, she lives in British Columbia, and she has been on evacuation notice for the last few days. I mean, they're like, she's got her car all packed up and everything because the fires have been real close to her. So yesterday when she woke up and her car was covered with ashes and little pieces of wood. So yeah, it's getting real close to her. So she was getting ready she was preparing herself to evacuate real fast if she needed to. So that is what is up with Kat, and that might be why she's not here tonight.
I thought I saw Kat in here.
No, I haven't seen her yet tonight.
There she is.
Right there.
Yeah.
Hey, Kat. I hope everything's going good. People were asking about you.
G'day, Kenneth.
I hope you're safe.
I've heard that about that too, Divine, about putting an egg around a plant for the nutrients.
Speaker name. I know I like stood in front of the bathroom mirror and said her name 3 times, turning in a circle, and there she is.
Oh, she was private messaging me. Sorry. I knew I'd seen her. Is there a backstory on this pup?
I can't find it. Did you take one of my pencils, Bob? I can't find an important pencil that I'm using.
Yep, I'm using it, or I'll let you have it.
Thanks. How long are you here for?
I can't find my pencil. I've done it.
I don't use pencils. Real men use latex.
Seriously, I can't find the pencil. And I need it.
What are you drawing, Pam?
Oh, I'm working on Blackie's dog.
Oh my God, still?
Yeah. Yes, because I've been working on other stuff, and I've just been working on this dog during my live streams. I found it. Oh no, that's not it. Oh yeah, it is. Yay. Cool. All right. Got it. I would show you, but Blackie doesn't want to see it until it's done. So I'm not going to show you.
Blackie, what is the puppy's name? Beans?
Dash.
What?
Dash.
Oh, Dash. Thought you said Dash.
Yeah, thank goodness, because there was like...
Oh, I bet the smoke is really bad outside. Don't go outside. Your smoke is really bad on the lungs. I've been through that before with fires close to me.
Just stay inside and smoke cigarettes. That's the
Yeah,
way.
stay inside and smoke cigarettes instead.
Yeah, there was probably 4 or 5, maybe even 6 people trying to get in on naming the dog. And goodness me, there was some terrible names being thrown around, so I'm glad they ended up on Dash.
Maybe after Dash Rip Rock.
Well, it's my son, who is the official owner of the dog. He was stewing over names, and all of a sudden it just came to him.
Talk
Right.
about being old, Pam. Do you remember Dash Rip Rock?
I actually don't.
That was
It's because you're older than I am, Bob.
that was a character on the Beverly Hillbillies. Just a couple of episodes. Dash Rip Rock. Imagine Granny's saying his name. He was trying to marry Ellie Mae for her money. Can you imagine? Worm, something's wrong with you. She's over here rubbing
Did
my
everyone
hand.
disappear then, or was it just me? I think my internet's fritzing out.
We're here.
Must be just me.
Incredibles. Oh yeah. You're frozen, Blackie.
Oh, you couldn't hear me because I was mute, but I can see him moving and hear him.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat said he was frozen, but I see him moving.
You can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep your pants on.
I'm getting news
Yeah,
bulletins.
you guys are all being really sketchy for me, so I think it's...
I'm seeing news bulletins about California. It must be getting real there. That hurricane.
Really.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't sweep down towards Blackie.
Not so good for hydroponics. Going to reset your router.
Tropical storm Hillary is battering in California with heavy rains. After making landfall in Mexico earlier Sunday, Tropical Storm Hillary has crossed into California, where it is unleashing heavy rain.
I probably should message my brother there and ask him where his important papers are. And make sure he's okay.
I have to sneeze.
Hey, Eldridge.
Yeah, that came on close.
I'm just under the wire.
The motorists deal with flooded road and stuck vehicles near Palm Springs, California.
Oh, wow. I've driven through there once before. That's nothing but
Caused flash flooding in Baja Peninsula that killed one person when their car was washed away. Tijuana and Ensenada closed all beaches and open shelters and sports complexes and government offices. The storm is expected to bring life-threatening and locally catastrophic flash flooding as it advances northwards over Southern California.
Weather is Pam's second hobby.
Getting hit too. Hillary could wallop other western states with once-in-a-century rain with a good chance of it becoming the wet snow tropical cyclone to Dallas, Nevada, Oregon, and Idaho. Arizona's getting wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour coming. So it looks like it's hitting pretty good.
What are you working on, Ed?
I've got to wait another 12 minutes before I can take the fish out of the oven. So I've got to break down these fantasy football leagues.
Oh, yeah.
And last year we had 2 leagues of 14, and this year we're going to do 3 leagues of 30 or of 10 because it was just too many teams in one league to have 14. So that means I've got to divide the leagues even.
I think you better look out for like tomorrow, Eldridge. Not so much today, but I think tomorrow it should be pretty good if it does.
Ed, I haven't watched your live stream yet of the
Neither have I.
Of the fish swat. Were there any other celebrities that you got in besides me? At this, I know you made sure you got me in there. But were there any other celebrities there?
Well, you were the biggest cheese.
Right. Literally.
I'm trying to think.
Ed and I
really, I mean, not much fish fam there.
You were the biggest cheese in mine too.
Aw, the stinkiest one.
Ethan, I got Ethan in mine too.
Yeah, Ethan has a pretty good Instagram or TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob used to have a Facebook.
Yeah.
Dragon's okay team. Is that Podrick, you think? He seems to hate football though, so I'm really would be surprised if Podrick would have a team.
Oh, worm. Collard greens grow awesome with hydrochloric or hydroponic. Worm, you're not apologetic when you're poking me with that stubby paw. Smoking a joint.
There's some people that have stopped watching YouTube like years ago, but they still play in this league.
Oh.
And so they've changed their name, but there used to be a guy that had a print, like a lizard hand.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he had frogs and stuff. And I think he was from Arizona or something. I think he lived in Arizona. I know, dang it, what was his name? One of my kids did an avatar for him. He wanted the lizard hand like in a drawing, and she did it for him. But now I don't remember. It started with a D. His name started with a D.
He had what kind of hand?
A lizard hand?
He was friends with Mikey, Mile High.
I'll take a picture of it
What was his name? It started with
Dangleberries.
a D. Huh?
His team's name is the Dangleberries.
Worm, all we need is a Coke and some popcorn, right?
Yeah.
That's the hand.
Mm.
Well,
That's a gecko hand. It starts with a D, you said?
Yeah, his name started with a D. I don't remember what it was. It was short. It was like 4 letters that started with D.
this is
But
weird.
E or D?
D.
A D. This is Jimmy P. I think we're going to have 4 leagues.
I didn't realize he's Skipper's co-host now.
Oh, I didn't know either.
That's what Skipper said on something.
Rick. Who is Rick?
Rick, baby, you know Rick that's
Not
been
Rico's.
been
Not
Pam's
Rico's.
guest. He's been Pam's guest. And on the Tennessee Fish Mafia, what is his screen name, Pam? Pam. Oh,
I'm trying to think. Mine's not working very well right now. I'm old, you know.
I asked people to use their Fish fam name or their logo. I don't know. But I'm going to throw him an invite and see what happens. Rick. Now I got to go check or Facebook and see if anybody new is asked to join. Now, I know there's 2 people that said they would play in 2 leagues, but that's only if I have to.
Did Blackie say he was leaving or when he was coming back? Did I miss that or did he just disappear?
He's rebooting, I think. Trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, Sam Gale said he wanted to play. Oh, Andy. Oh, I think Dr. Anthony wanted me to ask him. So I'm going to write down Doc Ant. Oh, and Jess from Metalheads wants to play.
Oh, there he is.
Hello. See how that goes. Yeah.
I wonder if that. I'll be quiet.
I was just going to say, when I woke up this morning, my internet was pretty shitty. And then the lass that's here helping with mum and dad said that she thinks that they're doing work on the internet around here. G'day, Eldritch Pursuit.
Can you hear me, Ed?
Yes.
It's Rick Font, F-O-N-T. That
Okay,
Rick.
cool.
That's who I think it is, but that's not his screen name. It's something to do with growing stuff, and he does fish and reptiles, and his wife's name's Kayla, and they live in Seattle. And he comes on and does art on your stream sometimes, Pam.
Yeah, that's Aquatic Zen.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Rick.
I think that's who. I know that's who Rick Font is because he sends me memes all the time. That's where I went to see. Yeah, she does want to cuddle with me, and she wants to moon over me. Look at her. We just need some popcorn, and we'll have it made.
Okay, I need to ask Garcia Aquatics if he wants to play.
What are you talking about playing?
Well, oh, you know what? Fantasy football.
Ah, right.
And I wanted to see if Craig from Catfish Caves is interested because he likes talking football.
American football.
Yep.
You know, they had that incident in the last stream tonight. His daughter got cut, so they had that going on. I wonder how that turned out.
Was the Women's Soccer World Cup publicized in the States?
Oh yeah, hugely.
Because you guys were expected to win. You won last time, didn't you?
I think they've won for like 10 years straight till now.
Ah, right.
But that lady, she's the captain who's just about to retire from the team, just announced that she's all for having guys join the team now, that she's leaving. And so everybody's
As
making
in trans people.
their goal. Yeah. And I have nothing against trans people, but they need to either be in a trans league or a biologically same league, because it's just not fair to the women's records.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
It's
especially in physical sports and stuff.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah.
But if they're in a trans league, wouldn't they have to be further divided by if they were trans to man or trans to woman?
I don't think so. I think that they're making that choice to be in the league, so they could either be in their original league or the new trans league.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the most fair. But I mean, so far there's been no women or biological women come out and compete in any male sport. It's just the other way. It's just men going into the women's sports and creaming the women, and it's not cool.
Yeah, especially in things like weightlifting and cycling or any super physical
MMA
sport.
fighting.
In the past, though, not trans, but women have competed in men's sports and beat men, like running in particular. That's happened a lot of times in marathons, several times.
Yeah, but like Jackie Joyner Kirsty, FloJo is the fastest woman of all time. And you take her woman's record and put it up against men, and she wouldn't even rank 200th in the world right now.
Yeah, but she's not a marathoner. She's just a sprinter.
Right. She's a sprinter.
I'm talking about women winning marathons. It's happened.
Well, maybe one of them needs to do it to help the women's side out.
Set the bar.
Pam, where's the coffee? Divine said.
Where's what?
The coffee. Damn it.
Coffee. Oh, I didn't even make any tonight. I should have made some.
I was sitting here thinking about it. Divine, you and I must be on the same wavelength. That's scary for you. I think I'm going to pass now. It's too late. Too late. Wonder where Susie was at tonight. Did she schedule off and I missed that?
I didn't see. I don't know.
She didn't stream, and I was rushing to get on there to mod and get the Tennessee Fish Mafia stream going, set up.
Now, okay, I made all 4 leagues, and we got a girl in each one. Do you think the girls would want to be in the same league?
I don't
Maybe
know.
it just doesn't matter.
Let's see what the girls say.
We've got 30 people in this thing, 3 groups of 10, and it just happened that the girls got put in.
4 different leagues. Or 4 different teams.
Yeah, 1 in each league. I'm going to text Dr. Anthony and see if he wants to play. So I know I asked him about 6 months ago, and he said yes.
Pam, what, are you playing?
What?
Are you playing?
Am I playing?
Yeah.
You mean the fantasy football thing?
Yeah.
No. I don't know anything about football at all.
Well, most of them on there don't.
I kind of ignore all sports.
Teasing.
We got to go get that fish out of the oven.
The Williams sisters.
Is Ed having dinner and fish out of the oven?
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
No, she didn't schedule one, you're right. But sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she'll just pop on. I think that's what he's gone to get is that batfish.
Yeah.
Sarah's asking. She hadn't been feeling well. That's why I was a little nosy about it. But she said she was feeling better. Heresy. Baked fish.
It's finally snowing.
I didn't realize you got snow there.
No, I'm creating it out of my scalp.
Oh.
G'day, Vic.
Hey, Vic.
Ew. Yeah, I'll keep it down. That's hot.
Is that the batfish you went for?
Yep. I
Somebody
almost left it in too long.
Somebody was asking in the chat about it after you left. Oh,
Yeah, I'll lift it up as soon as it cools down a little.
it was
I'm gonna
Sarah.
go back to Facebook or Instagram. Oh, is Sarah here?
No, Sketty Nana Sarah.
Oh.
G'day, Garcia. Oh, is Vic in the danger territory too?
Hey, Garcia, did you want to play fantasy football? I forgot to ask you.
That's like the third or fourth time today we've had a speak of the person and they show up.
Right.
I know, so weird.
I sure hope Santa Claus doesn't pop in here.
I was wondering if that guy with the briefcase full of $100 notes would show up.
Never know. What's his name?
Let's call him Philip for the sake of this exercise.
Philip.
What
What are you doing, boo-boos? Boo-boos?
Who's Boo Boo?
Boo-boos is Star. I always
Ah,
call her Boo-boos. She answers to boo-boos.
Does she answer to Star?
Yeah, she does that too. Vic, hey, how's the storm going in your way?
you let her out of the closet, Pam?
Vic says part of my living room got flooded. Not the
Oh,
usual thing you
no.
can say about California.
That
Oh,
really
wasn't it?
sucks.
Wasn't it only like flooding and stuff a few weeks ago in California? Now it's happening all over again? Or is it a different part of California?
Ed Garcia says, Ed, sounds good. What's the rules?
Garcia, just text me your email address and we'll talk all about it. It's standard point per reception and then bonuses for getting like extra yards and stuff. I don't want to talk too much about football on Poor Pam's show.
Oh, you're
I'll
fine.
drive everybody away.
We talked about everything else. Hey, MB Reef.
Oh, you'll drive
G'day,
me away.
MB.
I'll just leave and leave you guys to talk about football.
That's out of my wheelhouse as well.
Same.
Okay, I've got another pencil missing. Bob, I wish you would quit messing with my pencil.
Oh, it's not me. It's Floyd, Pam. He always steals brushes and pens.
Huh?
It's Floyd, not me.
Hmm. Where in the hell did it go?
Oh, June also has a team, so she's a fourth person.
A fourth or
I
a
wonder where
fifth?
she
Oh,
is.
there it is.
A fourth girl. Oh my gosh, do I not have Joan in or June on here?
Maybe you thought her as only Oscars.
Oh, maybe her son's name is.
You say it, I'll know it.
Their son's named Chris.
Chris. Is it her son or her nephew?
I think it might be her
It's her
nephew, but
son.
I'm not positive.
Yeah.
Well, her son is the one that's really good at football. You don't know if I have him. I gotta log back on and look to see what
Chris.
the team's name is.
Chris is who you're thinking of, but it's her nephew. Blackie, how is Australia doing in soccer this year?
Well, we just had the Women's World Cup played down in Australia. And that was getting a lot of heat because Australia was in the semi-finals playing off to go into the final. And then we lost our semi-final to England. I hate saying we. Australia lost its semi-final to England. And we're playing off against Sweden, I think, or Switzerland for third place. And I'm not even sure if the final's been done yet, but it was England and Spain in the final. But yeah, pretty decent soccer team for the women. The men's, I'm not really 100% sure because I don't follow soccer at all, but I think the men are currently going through World Cup qualifiers for the Men's World Cup whenever that happens.
So Ed always says Christopher is her nephew, Chris is her husband, and he thinks Jason is her son.
Okay. Right now, I just got to find her. I can't find her team or his team.
G'day, Debs. Oh, there we go. Debs saying England lost to Spain 1-0.
Hey, Debs.
If you're talking about the final, Debs.
Yeah.
And if you're from England.
Well, I just want all you guys to destroy America so that way we don't have to keep watching it.
Kitty, hello.
Hey, Kenny.
G'day, Kenny.
Hey, Kenny, I got you something at the show yesterday. It's something that you've always wanted in your whole life.
Ooh.
I know.
It's not a full head of hair then, because that kid's got plenty of that.
Right.
Right. No, I got him one of those native books. The books that have all the native fish that you can catch
That's
Oh,
really cool of you.
and what rivers.
very nice.
It's Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia.
Wow. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
This is really bugging me. Oh, that's why they're the well, the name of the person's Waylon. Whoever that is related to her.
I've always had an absolute affinity for that name. I love it.
Waylon?
Yeah.
That's Rob's brother, you know, the fish guy, Rob, the brother, and he does my taxes. But he spells it Weylin. Waylon Dwyer.
I think I even like it better with a D on the end.
Wayland. Sounds better, doesn't it?
So he was the Mercy Mob and the Mob Guppy, and I just wrote down one mob. So that's why I got those two confused. So now I've got to figure out a spot for. If I can't figure out who this Rick guy is, I'm putting June in that spot.
Didn't we work out that Rick is Aqua Gardens then? Or have you got two Ricks?
It's Rick Font, Font. Aqua Garden is the only Rick we know.
Well, the
Yeah.
league's been around for like this is 5th year.
He's been around.
Egbert doesn't hit the same way, Eldritch. G'day, Nathan.
He's been around 2 or 3 years that I've known him. And Pam's known him. I don't know about 5 years.
Well, I just meant there's people that have left the group that we might be forgetting.
Yeah. Hey, Nathan. Ed, are you playing D&D tomorrow? Kenny wants to know.
Yes, we are.
Are we playing? He said, not you.
Well, I hope we are, but I am. He's the guy who has to work sometimes, so it's a bummer.
Speaking of D&D, have you seen any Baldur's Gate 3 stuff, Ed?
You know what? I started playing it.
Oh, good
And
stuff.
it is a great game. It's crazy cool.
It's going to get Game of the Year for sure.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I've never
Such a
seen
good
a game with
franchise.
so much stuff.
It wasn't that long ago I started the old original one again because they were all like $3 or $4 on Steam. So I bought all of the original ones, Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 and expansions, and then Icewind Dale 2 and expansions. I mean, they're different games though, because they were, I don't know if you ever played the first ones, but they were top down before they went to third person or first person stuff.
The thing I hate about it is the camera views. I wish I could just hook it so the camera view is stuck to the guy and I can just run around. But the camera stays. And it just, I hate that dynamic not working together. It just
Yeah, right.
drives me nuts. But we're planning on the guys that play D&D with me on Monday nights. We're all going to try to get the game. Well, I don't know if we're all, but I suggested it. And when somebody, like when we have to cancel because there's a couple guys missing, we could play it. Yeah, see,
Yeah, right.
ABC, he likes to play Minecraft whenever we don't play. But Rico and Whip are both gonna, and I think Xdo is planning on getting it too. So there will be at least 5 people out of the group.
I started playing DayZ again because I hadn't played it for 18 months or so. Needed a bit of a fix.
Blackie Cat McKenzie said, how is Sarah doing? Sorry.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Thanks, Kat. Didn't want to get up and go to work this morning, though.
That's the spirit.
I think because because it's Monday morning here, or Monday afternoon now, but this morning it was Monday morning. Last Monday when she went into work, it was just a complete fiasco because I don't think there was any office people in the. She works in like a bowling club. That probably means nothing. Lawn bowls, a lawn bowls establishment where they play lawn bowls, but they also have a bar and poker machines and all that kind of stuff. And she does like the accounts and the bookkeeping and all that stuff. And when she went in there, it was just a complete shambles from the weekend. So I think her biggest concern going in this morning, apart from, work, who wants to go to work? I think her biggest concern was that she might have been walking into another shit fight like last week.
Oh, Jesus.
It's an interesting job, though, to say that you work in a place like that. I don't know if we have a place like that here. Sounds cool, though.
Nathan,
you have lawn bowls over there? Surely you have lawn bowls.
See you, Kenny. Take care.
See you, dude.
Hey,
Thanks
Kenny. See you tomorrow, buddy. Is that the lawn balls? Is that game that the mafia people play? Italians?
No, that's
They
either
throw the
bocce
ball.
or petanque.
Bocce. Yeah.
It's similar though. It's the same concept, but your bowl. Sorry, it's called a bowl, not a ball. Don't get those confused, or the old people get cranky with you. Yeah, it's you roll the white one down first, and the object is to get. Oh, I saw that, Pam. It's looking good.
What?
I said I saw that. It's looking good.
You saw my drawing?
Yeah, you waved it in front of the camera. How could I miss it? So the bowls that you use, they have a camber to them. So they don't roll in a straight line, they roll in a curve.
Okay.
So you've got it, you can either the objective, you roll a little white one first. The little white one's only about the size of a tennis ball, but your bowls are bigger than a softball. But when you roll them along the ground, they curve, and your objective is to get as close to the white ball as possible, closer than other people's bowls. It's quite fun to play, and a very, very popular pastime in Australia is barefoot bowls, because it's a game you can play while you're sinking some beers and, doing sports.
Ooh, that was nice, Pam.
Yeah, you
I
can
like
show it.
See it.
Kind of like our cornhole.
I like how it's turning out. So.
Yeah, good.
I missed it both times, I guess. Reading chat.
Okay, I'm going to show it real quick, Bob.
No, you can show
Just
it.
the top
I don't
part
mind.
of it. Blackie, close your eyes.
No, I'm going to look.
Ah,
That looks
Choice.
incredible.
Did you get Garcia's text, Ed?
Oh. I haven't looked at my phone, but I'm sure I probably did. I did get it. Oh, wait. But I need Oh, okay. I'll read that and we'll figure it out. I guess we could talk about it here. I don't know. We probably don't have a lot of people that are around the area, but Fishy Biz does his annual drive to raise money for kids in St. Louis for school equipment and stuff and school supplies. And he said, well, what did he say? He said his school works at it for #FTK. So I'm not for sure what that means.
before he came in, Huawei's posting it again. Huawei had been posting it a couple of times.
Oh, cool.
I've seen it. Yeah, but I don't think Garcia was here then. So
Well, that's awesome. Well, somebody remind me on my Thursday night show, and I'll say it.
yeah, for sure.
I'm from the same town as Fishy Biz. We're both from St. Louis.
Yeah.
It's too bad I didn't say something today while we were doing our football
I did.
draft. I've been in a football league in St. Louis for over 20 years.
I didn't know about it
We're all
till
from
just
the
now.
auto factory.
Oh, you
We
gotta
got
go
guys-
to work, are we?
We got guys that probably live in Fishy Biz's district. Except now everybody's old.
Hey, Trash Cat.
Their grandkids are probably in his school.
I'm going to show it again and see if you guys can see the color that I've got in it. But Blackie, don't look.
Well,
Look
if you
down.
blow it up, those of us that are looking at a postage
Yeah,
stamp
but
can see
Blackie's
it.
got to not be looking.
I've seen it now. The surprise is gone. But
Oh,
I
I'm
don't-
sorry.
I've changed my mind and decided that I'm fine looking at it. Hi and bye, Caleb. Caleb in and out.
Poor Blackie. Nothing ever goes good for him.
Okay, let's see if I can show the colors.
I think I'd already changed my mind before I got the accidental glimpse. I was getting too showy. I wanted
Oh,
to
I'm
see it.
going the wrong direction.
Wow, that looks awesome.
You see the little bit of red in there?
Yeah.
Looks good.
Looks so good.
Of course, my webcam is totally sucky and doesn't really show the detail and stuff, but yeah, it's coming along. I like that. I'm using like charcoal and then one like reddish pencil. And I wasn't sure how it was going to work, but it seems to be working fairly well. So
Yeah, I'd
Seems
say
to be.
so. Ed doesn't look like he agrees.
No, I was just thinking about Roy Rogers.
Well, that would be appropriate. I can see that.
I don't get it.
Just play along, Blackie.
Okay.
Well, no, I heard just not too long ago that Roy Rogers, when his horse passed away, Trigger, he had him stuffed.
Yes,
yeah, I've
yes,
heard that before
I've heard
too.
that.
I heard that back in
And
the
then
day.
when his dog passed away, he had him stuffed, and he sits right next to Trigger.
Nice.
Now, is Roy Rogers dead?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
They should have mummified him and stuck him on Trigger.
Put
Yeah.
all three beside. Garcia says he sent you another text as well, Ed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, if only that was allowed to be done. I wonder how many people would do it. Force themselves upon their children.
Oh, FTK means for the kids.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I never had any children's of my own, so I try to avoid them at all costs.
Same.
I mean, it's nothing personal because I know that we were all kids at one time, but they kind of give you a headache now.
Yeah.
And
You don't know what they've been touching and stuff.
yeah, they're sticky, and they might put their hand right in your food, and it's
They
like,
make annoying noises and stuff.
oh. And then the little boys, sometimes, like my sister's two boys, they would play for like a week outside, and I don't think she would scrub their hair or give them hair, shampoo, and they would start to smell like dogs. Like their hair would smell like wet dogs. And then
Never
they'd want
come
to
up with
sit
lice?
like next to me. I had lice when I was a little bitty kid
I escaped it
in
somehow.
kindergarten.
Yeah, me too. I was only talking to my mum about that the other night, and she can't remember me or my brother ever having head lice as kids. And I don't remember it. But yeah, speaking of shampoo, it's been almost 6 months now since the last time I washed my hair.
And
I
we'll
still
call,
bet it doesn't smell like little boy smell.
we'll call you Brad Pitt, Blackie. He doesn't wash.
No, at all.
He doesn't bathe.
But hey, do you know what that weird little boy smell is? That just smells like a wet dog.
Yes, I'm familiar.
Other humans don't smell like that, and when you're a little boy, you don't smell like that. But when you grow up, you can smell it. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
But it just means that the kid's probably having fun.
Divine, were they really attractive or something? Was it somebody famous?
Some narcissist.
Somebody had a glass coffin. That'd be the last thing I would want. Jesus. People like me saying, God, he got fat, or God, he got old fast, or he don't look like himself, and all that stuff people say. Looks like one of his eyes is coming open. They do.
I got to try and get the law changed before I die to make funeral pyres legal in Australia. Send the
That
boat
would be
down the
cool.
creek.
Yeah, that would be cool. You could get Kenny to come and officiate. He looks like a Nordic.
Well, I know I've told you guys this before, but I'm going to tell you again. I had a friend die one time, and
Generally, it only happens once.
yeah, went to his funeral, and it was an open casket funeral. And one of my friends brought her 4-year-old daughter. I left my kids at home, but one of my friends brought her 4-year-old daughter. And we were sitting towards the back. And Heather, the 4-year-old daughter, she says, what's that man doing laying up in that box? And her mom said something that I totally don't agree with, so don't yell at me. But her mom said, he's sleeping. Which I don't agree with that at all. Kid, but anyway, so at the end of the funeral, everybody's going up and like filing past the casket and then turning and walking past the family and giving their condolences and stuff. And we were the last in line. And we got up to the casket, and Heather stood on her tiptoes and looked inside. She says, he looks pretty dead to me. So
that was
I had to like file past the family in a hurry and get outside so I could burst out laughing.
But did the little 4-year-old hear it? Did the 4-year-old hear her say it?
No, that's what the 4-year-old said herself.
Oh.
Yeah, her mom told her that he was sleeping, and when she got up to the casket, she stood on her tiptoes and looked inside of it and said, he looks pretty dead to me.
Oh, okay. Somehow I nodded off. I thought it was your daughter that said that.
Oh, no, my kids weren't there. I didn't take them.
You did say that, yeah.
I think kids should be exposed to mortality as early as possible, as early as you can perceive that they'll understand.
Yeah, I don't disagree with taking them to the funeral, but I disagree with somebody telling them that they're sleeping.
Boy, we sure you had to go to them. It was like a social event. All those old people started dying off, and we would get tickled all the time. Laugh.
Our only family reunions are when somebody dies or gets married in our family.
I was going to say a similar thing. I'm going to have one of those family reunions in the next week or two. I had an auntie die this morning.
The same family whose father died, they had a boy that was like about 16 when he was in our 4-H group, and his dad had passed away about a year before. Well, he called and asked for our help because he had been riding out in this big field and his horse died. Just died. So he had to get his horse into the rendering place, get it out of the field. So we went out there and they got a cat and like dropped it into the bed of his truck so that he could take it to the rendering place. And that was another time that I was laughing so hard because we were going down the highway to help him out, right? We were following behind him. And excuse me, but his horse was laying in the back of the truck with all 4 legs like straight up in the air.
Crikey.
It struck me as funny. And I was laughing. I remember my ex-husband was pushing me down the floorboard so that the kid wouldn't see me laughing. But it was funny.
I'm impressed that you could find a cat that would help you do anything.
Sometimes I have a weird sense of humor with what strikes me as being funny, but just imagine this going down the freeway and seeing this horse with all 4 stiff legs in the back of a truck, like just the legs sticking up. It was kind of funny.
Poor old thing.
Cam, you're so mean.
Yeah. I was laughing so hard I was crying, and my ex-husband, he was like pushing me down so that, I couldn't be seen.
I found out that Floyd loves Skittles.
Skittles?
Not that I would eat any. Or let a parent have any.
Garcia says, Ed, we will talk tomorrow.
Okay.
It almost looks menacing, doesn't it? When it's in capital letters like that.
It does.
Yeah.
We will talk tomorrow.
Just wanted to be sure you saw it, Ed. Hey, who wants a Skittles? All right, get up. Get up. Get up.
Is that a new religion, Divine? I haven't heard of that one.
I always like Skittles. And then those, what are those little nerds? I like the nerds too.
Yeah.
I used
Especially
to
the
like
grape
nerds, and then
ones.
I like
There's a
nerds because
Skittles.
they fix my computer.
He likes him some Skittles. He got nasty with me earlier. I gave him like 1, 2, 3, and then when I gave him any more, he was cussing and parrot cussing. Yeah. And watch, he'll try to get mine when I put it in my mouth.
He's still working on his.
I guess the parrot papa will be on me now. They're good, aren't they? Pam's ignoring you.
Yeah.
Been chewing that one a long time.
I'm working on a dog, so
I guess I could turn this down a little so you can see what I'm doing.
Hmm. This one's for me. It's not for you. Look at him. No, sir. No.
Does he have a favorite color?
I don't know, but listen at him now. Watch him fuss when I don't give it to him.
I don't care for the grape ones.
There's a grape one.
Take it easy, Divine. Enjoy the early start.
good night, Divine. Thanks for stopping by.
See you, Divine.
Hasta la vista, Divine.
He said he got a call a while ago and work wants him to come 4 hours early tomorrow.
That's what mine used to do.
Oh. Got us.
The worst forced overtime was when they would want you to come in at Friday night from 7 to 11. 4 hours on your Friday night.
Nice.
Oh, I hated that.
You mean they were actually making car seats or whatever Friday nights?
Well, there's 3 shifts.
Oh, wow.
And that was second shift would go from Monday to Friday from 3 to 11.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, they carry so many people extra, but if so many people took vacation at the same time, then they would still have to get people to do the overtime. Well, normally people volunteer for overtime except for that 1 4-hour shift. Because third shift, my week was Sunday night to Thursday night, 11 to 7 in the morning.
See you guys.
Last thing I want to do is come in on a Friday night.
Night, Garcia.
Night, Garcia.
See you, Garcia.
Huawei says, Bob, you should teach Floyd the command, don't beg, and he turns around and poops on your shoulder.
I wouldn't train him how to say that. I wouldn't train him to poop on me at all.
What? I just realized I hadn't fed the dogs. That's probably why they were begging for my attention a while ago. They're eating now.
I fed my fish and I fed the cats. Oh, I didn't feed the new fish.
Damn it. I gotta feed all of my fish, but I gotta work on a something to hang now. Oh, that matter. Oh.
So, Blackie, if you'd win a free trip to Japan, would you like to go?
Yeah, I reckon I'd enjoy Japan.
Would too. I hope we both win one. That'd be cool. I'd go with you.
Is there a particular competition you're trying to win a trip to Japan on?
The Price is Right.
Ah, right. Does that mean you're actually going to the Price is Right and trying to get on?
Probably not.
You got
Maybe
to be
someday.
in it.
They're building
Yeah.
a new studio.
Just to shoot that show.
Yeah. No, they're leaving the Bob Barker studio and they're building some bigger, fancier place.
It's got to be one of the most successful game shows of all time.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
It's been going
and I don't know how the
40 years
Family
or more.
Feud does it.
I know.
The Family Feud is the cheapest prize you can win. $5,000 to give to 4 or 5 people if you win. That's pathetic. You ever think about that?
Does Steve Harvey still host it?
Yeah, and he gets paid like $50,000 an episode.
At least. Goodness. That's a very, very generous understatement, I reckon.
Is
And
he
apparently-
still hosting it?
Yeah. Apparently he's really
still
like
doing
while he's so effervescent and fun with the contestants on camera, apparently off camera he's completely the opposite.
That's what
And
I've
just
heard.
wants to get it done, cruise through, get as many shot each day. Your mic's gone again, Ed. Oh, right. He's talking on his telephone.
I'm asking they say $50,000 for a 30-minute episode.
Wow.
That's crazy.
No wonder he wants to smash out as many as he can each day.
You would too.
Yeah, I was listening to, I can't remember who it was on a podcast the other day, but they did the Celebrity Family Feud, and they were saying that as soon as the cameras were off, he didn't want to talk to anyone or be involved with anyone. He just wanted to move along and get to the next stage. So it's like he flicks a switch when the cameras go on, that he's very talkative and friendly, amicable, all of those ones.
My favorite guy ever on that show was that he's a DJ in Los Angeles, I think. He was also Elaine's boss on Seinfeld. He has like white hair. The guy was amazing. He only did it for like 3 years or 4 years, but man, he should have did it forever because I'd much rather see him. The one thing that my family doesn't, or my mom and dad don't like about Steve Harvey is a lot of his stuff is really smutty.
Yeah.
It always goes to butt sex or something.
And I think they probably realized that. So a lot of the questions are probably angled towards getting those, edgy potential jokes. Yeah, they're not silly. They know what they're doing.
All about the ratings. What now, Pam? Floyd has fallen, and Connor get up. You see he's flying around and chirping, though, after eating those Skittles. Come here. Come here, boy. Come on. Floyd, come here. Come on. Come on. That's not impressive. Come on. Here, boy. Come on. Come on. No? You're just going to sit over there.
That's the guy I was thinking of. Wow, wait. John O'Hurley.
I know who he is, yeah. He's stalking me for Skittles. I don't have any more.
Who's John O'Hurley?
Elaine's boss guy from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny. And the most boring of them all was the guy that, when he was doing the Tool Time guy, when he did it.
Tim Allen.
No, it was Steve Allen's partner on the show.
Yeah. He was a nice guy, but just no personality.
Al.
Yeah. Al.
Al was the character name, the bearded guy in the Tool Time show.
Yeah.
He did a couple of things like that and just didn't take off.
Now he's doing a show with Steve Allen. They do, what they do is they try to make things or they have other people make stuff in their garage, and then they compete and they see who wins.
Richard Kahn.
Did you say with Steve Allen?
Or Tim Allen.
No. I thought Steve Allen was dead 30 years ago. He was. Come here. Come on. Come on. You're being a jerk now. Come on. Floyd, come on.
I'm looking at a photo of Tim Allen and Richard Kahn side by side, and Richard Kahn looks like he's had a lot more plastic surgery than Tim Allen has.
I can't believe that Tim Allen is still doing a normal that one sitcom that's so boring, Last Man Standing. It's been going on for years.
I don't think I've even
It
heard
seems
of
so
it.
boring. He's like a manager of a Bass Pro Shop type place.
I don't think I've heard
And
of it.
all of his daughters were in high school, but now they're all married and maybe out of the house. I don't know. There's the batfish.
Nice.
And then we'll paint it up.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, Kat. I agree 100%. I think everyone should try and just let age happen.
At least with men. I'm just joking. I'm being stupid.
Interesting, Huawei. Pam, do you regret having enhancement surgery?
I regret having what?
Enhancement surgery.
Enhancement surgery?
Yeah.
Huh. I wish I had enhancement surgery. What would I have?
Princess, your dogs are getting rowdy.
I never needed enhancement, but I'll tell you what, the old saying applies. I'm sure you've heard the saying before, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Right?
Yep.
Well, I had enhancement surgery, and I think it was a good deal. I used to be legally blind, and I mean, now I'm using glasses now to read and see close up, but I used to not be able to see anything far away. And now I have like 20/20 long distance vision.
That is
That's pretty
awesome.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I had my eyes buffed. It hurt for 3 days, but it was worth it.
Was it like laser?
They ground my eye.
Ugh.
Like, put your face to the ground and.
I saw these 3 little things come in and go ring like this right in your eye.
Ugh.
About all I can remember.
They had to be tiny.
Yeah. My dad had artificial lenses put in his eyes because he had cataracts. And that guy had been blind his whole life. He had always had the thickest glasses in the world. And now he's like me, he just needs them for reading. It's crazy. But we both decided to do it because my grandma, who was 98, had her cataracts removed, and she had really thick glasses, and they made it so she didn't have to wear glasses anymore. And we were like, if old grandma can do it and make her life better, we should do it too. It was a good decision. But like what I got, it's safer than LASIK, but it hurts longer, and it's what like professional baseball players and jet pilots and Air Force people get.
Yeah.
My guy was actually an Air Force eye doctor.
Does insurance pay for it yet?
No. So I paid like $12,000, I think, for it. It was crazy.
It's pretty worthy, though, to get your eyeballs back.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I couldn't, my glasses, I was so blind, I couldn't, if I set my glasses down the wrong spot in the morning, I'd have a hard time finding them. You know, it was, I have to find some paper towels. Oh, I found some old paper towel.
I had to give up my frames. I broke them sleeping in them, and they had to grind my lenses down and put them in other frames. I'm happy with them.
Must be warming up if the frogs are starting to croak.
It's a creepy sounding frog.
I think by the sound of it, it's either a brown tree frog or a dwarf green tree frog. I'm going to go and see if I can locate it.
Sounds like undead scratching as they're dragging their foot. Like they had ice skate on one foot and they're dragging it on the floor. And that's what you're hearing. Pam, doesn't Bob's background look really nice? It almost looks like Zen.
Yeah.
Like just a relaxing Zen. But I can't believe he doesn't have a comfortable chair in the house to sit on.
Have you seen
Oh, yeah,
mine?
so what are you doing, Ed?
I like that one better than mine. This is, oh, my back is starting to get to me.
Hi,
This
Daniel.
is mine.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no wonder
got-
you have problems sitting a long time.
Yeah. Now, I sit on this because I got a herniated tailbone, but still gets to me. Oh,
Good night, Daniel.
Good night, Daniel.
hey, Daniel.
I should tell you guys now, I'm going to stream tomorrow night. I'm going to do a small auction. If Sarah has anything that she wants you to come in and show Blackie, or if she can make it, I don't know what her hours are for work, but
Yeah, I think she works tomorrow as well, but she did send me a bunch of pictures that she was willing to sell.
okay, so
Earlier
let's figure on tomorrow night, then I'll get it set up and send the link. And you can if you could send me a few of the photographs of her work, I can put in the thumbnail too.
Yeah, rightio. Or I'll just get her to choose which ones she wants to go into the thumbnail and send them in the group chat.
Okay, that works for me.
Because she sent me like 23-ish photos.
Oh, that might be a little bit much for the thumbnail.
23-ish.
I think I'm going to enter 6 photos in the Clash art photography side.
Oh, nice. Very good.
Yeah. I figure, I didn't enter them last year, but professional painters were on the paint side. So I might as well do the photography side.
Yeah, speaking of chairs again,
Thanks, Dan.
ever since I had my back problems, these plastic chairs that I use have been the most comfortable chairs that I ever sit in. I sit in one for a
Nice
few
round.
hours out here every day, and I've got another one in my room on my computer desk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 piled up over there.
Wow.
And another 2 out here as well. So I've got plenty of spares when I break one.
That's awesome. I just can't do the ones that are just almost a board, just a 45-degree angle. Like restaurants are that way a lot of times, and just can't handle sitting like the Lone Star. Can't handle, and I love that. Or no, the Texas Roadhouse. I love that restaurant. Can't handle
It's
sitting.
almost like they don't want you sitting there too long. Like they want their tables cleared out or some nonsense.
Yeah, that's retarded. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That's stupid.
Why not?
I've been told I'm not allowed to say that word.
I use it all the time.
Oh,
Those days are over. It's all coming back around now. I think we're allowed to say midgets as well.
Call it a night, guys.
well, the person that used to yell at me all the time, I don't see her much anyway. So.
Yeah. Nice, too.
Probably okay to say.
Can you show us what you have done so far, Ed?
Yeah, it's drying right now, but
Oh, that's very good. It's in good shape.
Nice.
If you put the orange on it,
See.
it's still gonna pop.
once it
Yeah.
dries up, this side isn't painted yet. But so that is in the with the orange. I don't want to touch my stuff. Let me grab it with
Probably
this.
best not to touch anything with that black on your fingers.
I know, and this is really colorful. And then I've made this coral,
Oh, nice.
and the fish is gonna go into the coral,
Ah,
Good
cool.
nice, yeah.
like right here.
Oh, that's gonna really, really, really look nice.
Especially with that purple banging off those oranges. The orange on
I
the
hope
fish,
so.
I mean.
It should be fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I did was this fish, but I made the whole fish during your stream, so it was very productive. And thank you so much, Tina.
Yeah, that's very cool. If you want to come in tomorrow night, if you have time, you're sure welcome to. Because we'll probably be, we'll do auctioning, but we'll be working on art too at the same time.
You probably have to see how I'm feeling because it's a D&D night tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You're all backed out.
Our D&D doesn't last that late, but yeah, my back will be. Now, one thing, my adrenaline gets going during D&D, and I don't get that sore during the show because I'm always excited, and it seems like it's only 20 minutes and then it's over, but it's like 2.5, 3 hours sometimes. But then the next day, my back is so sore.
Yeah, I've got a condition called DayZ shoulders from playing too many hours of DayZ at night and hunched over the table with. So I get these 2 spots in my shoulders that just ache like shit. So I only did a short 2.5 or 3 hour run last night instead of 6 and 7 hours.
I know when Tucker was living with me, they'd have D&D night on Saturday night, so they would stay up like all night long. They'd walk in with like Mountain Dew and Doritos, and it was an all-night thing.
The new barbs are great eaters.
Yeah, Geo is awesome.
The new barbs are great eaters, and the one little discus I can see down here is eating like a bitch wolf with 12 pups. So I don't see the other one, but I'm putting food down there for it. I don't see my little electric blue Acaras. I got 3 of those from Ethan, but I bet they're in here hiding.
Those little striped barbs are sure zip around fast.
They do. They break apart and then they go back to their group. There he is.
Geos are so cool.
You came in for the goodbyes, huh?
Hello there. Hi there. Hi there.
Oh.
Ed's gonna get you.
He didn't jump or anything.
Well, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you, mods. Thank you, Grasshopper and Cat. And thank you, Bob. And thank you, Blackie. And thank you, Ed. And like I said, I'm gonna stream tomorrow night, so I will be putting a link out there for you guys tomorrow.
Awesome.
Cool.
And if you're around, like I said, if you're around and awake and you want to do some more art, just come join us.
I need to work on my stuff, so I'd love to have the time to work.
So I shall see everybody tomorrow night. Good night, guys.
Thanks everyone for hanging out. See you tomorrow.
Bye.